When I hear the words future of work, I'm most excited about the opportunities to learn because I know that we are experiencing a lot of rapid change. And to me, that's really exciting because there's going to be a ton of really interesting things to learn. And my role is the head of learning and development at a company called Udemy, so that's what I'm most excited about, all of the cool things I'm going to get to learn. The fear is, this will sound silly, but that I just won't get to learn them all. I really am a lifelong learner, and I spend all of my time thinking about learning, so I'm always a little regretful when I can't learn a new skill. I believe that the digital transformation story has to center around learning. Because we are experiencing so much shift in technology, in how people do their jobs in new roles, so I think that leaders need to focus on how they are upskilling, reskilling, and thinking about development of their employees. And I think we need to consider it in a less traditional model. The old way was to really do one approach to learning, to keep people in a classroom and expect them to learn the same thing as everybody else at the company. And instead, I think we need to focus on personalized learning and allowing people to learn what they need when they need. I think we need to think about continuous learning and mechanisms organizations can use to provide their employees with all of the learning they need. Historically, we have had learning and development and HR teams really controlling and creating all the content. We need to look outside to providers like Udemy or Udemy for Business for that learning, because the truth is we can't create it all. As a learning leader myself, I know that I can't know everything, as sad as that makes me. So we have to consider new ways to do that and scale so that we actually are serving our employee populations. Yeah, I think it's really important to take that learning and actually make it actionable. But it does rely a lot on our individual pursuits in that. What's most important about that, though, is that the learning be contextualized and relevant for the learner. Because when that's the case, when it's something that you need and will actually help you in your job and your day-to-day, it will move to action. It's when we ask people to learn things that aren't relevant or that don't matter to them that it doesn't actually make it into their day, and they forget it and they don't use it. This conference is incredible. I've never seen anything like it. There's so many people. Everyone has been so interested in learning and sharing. The conversations I've had where people are talking about how devoted and focused they are on helping their employee base has been inspirational. I've had probably 9 conversations today where I walked away feeling just overwhelmed with joy about how people care about their employee base, how they're focused on developing them, and inspired by some of the stories I heard. I also think that it's just a really amazing gathering of people from all around the world. I've met people from all sorts of places doing all sorts of incredible things, companies with interesting missions. So I'm just very pleased to be here and grateful for the opportunity. At Udemy, we care a lot about diversity, equity, and inclusion. We have programming centered around belonging. We actually call it You Belong. So as a company level, we're thinking about this all the time, and we're really kicking off a number of initiatives to make sure that that's the place. For myself, I try really hard to think about how I'm leading in that way, that I make sure that my team is diverse and inclusive and that everyone can feel like they belong there. But I also want to make sure that that includes looking at the less traditional talent bases, not necessarily expecting everyone to come in the door with all of the skills or the perfect resume, but recognizing that there is talent and capability. I think that comes first, and we have to really see potential in employees versus somebody who's had the exact right set of skills and experiences. So that's what I challenge myself to do, and I'm very proud of having built a team of individuals who work in learning and development who haven't necessarily had the most traditional backgrounds in L&D, but are all incredible women doing amazing work and well suited to their roles.